3 a.m. You got me waiting for your love. I'm at the corner of the club. It's pouring down, but I won't, no, I won't budge. I'll call your bluff. You think you're tough, yeah, so go ahead, come and pick me up. Bring all your friends so they can watch. You're drunk dialing up my phone, so here I am at 3 a.m. You got me looking crazy, baby. These wicked little games you play, yeah. So step up to the plate, don't wait. It's 3 a.m., so here I am. Oh, you're crazy, crazy. You're bullseye out of your mind. You're crazy, crazy in every way I can find. You're crazy, crazy. The more I think of it, I might be crazy too. Crazy for wanting you, no. I'm just about done. I guess we'll talk when morning comes. Just chillin', keep it cool for us, yeah. Hey, that's a cue for entry. I know those eyes. Let's act surprised, yeah. You got me looking crazy, baby. These wicked little games you play, yeah. So step up to the plate, don't wait. It's 3 a.m., so here I am. Oh, you're crazy, crazy. You're bullseye out of your mind. You're crazy, crazy in every way I can find. You're crazy, crazy. The more I think of it, I might be crazy too. Crazy for wanting you, no. It's 9 a.m. Last night we fought down at the club, but yet you're here in my arms. They're calling us crazy. I know that it's crazy, not logical, against all odds. I call it love. I call it love. You got me looking crazy, baby. These wicked little games you play, yeah. So step up to the plate, don't wait. It's 3 a.m., so here I am. Oh, you're crazy, crazy. You're bullseye out of your mind. You're crazy, crazy in every way I can find. You're crazy, crazy. The more I think of it, I might be crazy too. Crazy for wanting you, no.
I've been feeling stuck here lately. Think I might be going crazy. Your song on repeat on my radio. Your song on repeat on my radio. Now you've been away for so long, and I've been fighting feelings so strong. Your song on repeat on my radio. Your song on repeat on my radio. I need to get out. You're all I think about. My head in the clouds. With you I was bouncing off the walls, but now I'm on the floor. Why did you let me go? I want something new, because everywhere I look here I see you. And you point of view, all the memories and all the things we used to do. Now I hate your favorite movie. Can't believe you did that to me. Your song on repeat on my radio. Your song on repeat on my radio. I need to get out. You're all I think about. My head in the clouds. With you I was bouncing off the walls, but now I'm on the floor. Why did you let me go? I want something new, because everywhere I look here I see you. something new, because everywhere I look here I see you.
But I won't let you know, and I know how it goes. It's supposed to feel incredible. It's too bad you had to leave. Please come back now, baby. Where were we? Such a change in a life. Got the memories still popping up. Show me your heart, I'll show you mine. You go first, I rewind. You're my soul, my heart, my beautiful. You're my first, my last, my wonderful. And I just can't seem to get enough. It's because I love you most of all. Million thoughts are flying from my head. Let's kiss them away and stay in my bed. Just to know that you are mine. I am floating on it, and I wanna let this show.
Hello everyone, thanks so much for sticking around toward the end of the video. I'm gonna do a couple of comparisons. The left hand side here is the APD, the right hand side here is the Viltrox. I just want to test out what's the differences between here, since some of you have feedback since last time. So I just want to do a shoot with the Viltrox 1.4 56, and the left side is the APD. So out of the bat, I noticed the color rendering from these two lenses are slightly different. This one's more magenta for the Viltrox 56, and then this one toward more warmer pink in here. And the skin tone is warmer in the APD than the Viltrox. So that's my first impression. So let me make it bigger just to zoom in a little bit, so slightly make it bigger to the sides. So the first thing, I'm gonna zoom close to the eye where the focus point is, and then to the eye toward the same. You can see that the APD, the left hand side, the APD is consistently very sharp. And this one is sharp already, but in terms of the comparison in the reference of APD, I think APD is about 20% sharper than the Viltrox. So I think, I'm not sure what it is, maybe because of the filter, the internal filter of the APD. Leave some comment below if you have experienced the same thing. So I compare with the 56 1.2 regular, I compare with the 50 F1.0. So out of all those lenses right now, so far, this is the sharpest 56 so far, around the 50 ranges for the Fujifilm. So you can see that the sharpness is sharper than the Viltrox. So that's the first impression of here. So you can see the differences between here and here. Make sure that you watch this in 4K in your laptop so that you can zoom in a little bit more, because the quality for the video. So next one, I'm just gonna show a little bit of the full body. This one just to demonstrate what's the background of the full body looks like if we are shooting APD in this one. So this one is APD. And you can see that the background, how's the background rendering, how's the leaves rendering, the differences between these two lenses. So just to have some like full body comparison, just for some reference. So yeah, so these two, the purpose is just full body references. Next one is just a close-up of the backlights. Let me zoom out a little bit more, and then zoom out a little bit more. it has the same thing of the tone. You can see that the Viltrox have a magenta casting of the tone, the skin tone more toward magenta. You can see that here, and here the skin tone is more warmer toward the yellow side versus the magenta side. So it depends on what's your preference, and it can be corrected in the post as well. So in terms of the sharpness, let me zoom in a little bit more, maybe just around here and then around here, slightly bigger. Okay, so this one, I think the APD is about 10%, not too much. It's pretty close. These two are pretty close. If I'm just switching between the pictures, I couldn't tell which one is sharper. I think this one around here is about 10% sharper. It's not too much for these cases. So this is so left hand side is APD and then right hand side is the Viltrox. You can see that the differences in the bokeh area, I think that's the main thing also. It's much smoother. You can see that it added a smooth layer on the edges, where Viltrox, you can see the harder bokeh in the background, and where the APD will smooth out all the bokeh area in here, so that it created a dreamier, smoother tone in it. So that's the main differences. Next one, I think this is the last one. You can see that the skin tone stay consistent. This one toward more the warm side, and then this one toward more the magenta side. Even both of them are set to the same auto white balance, +3 -3. So let me zoom in a little bit more, and then zoom in this one a little bit more. So you can see the differences between the background and how the blur out of the lines in the back. There's a little bit different. You can see that these lines are still little bit more clear than the one that in this one, the APD one. And when I zoom in to the focus area, and then just to compare which one is sharper, so these two are almost the same amount of the sharpness. So in most cases, the APD is around 10 to 20% sharper, and sometimes like these cases, it's really hard to tell. They both have the same amount of the sharpness. So overall, based on these three shoots, I think if you want a sharper 56mm, go ahead, go for the APD if you have enough budget. If not, the 56 F1.2 is enough. And if you are starting as a stepping stone to step in the 56mm range, and you have a tight budget under 500, just go for the Viltrox. They're still pretty good. And if you don't like magenta, you can just test like cast back, change the color in the post for the skin tone. So you can adjust it in the post later on, so you don't have to worry about it. So, and it is good to start and practice the 56mm range if you want to start a portrait in the Fujifilm system. So yeah, that's my quick take and some comparison on this. And thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more video coming up. Bye.